please like and subscribe. It's time for Caleb's Choice.
His choice.
His rules.
The first question of the day is, when was the last time you yelled at somebody?
When was the last time I yelled at someone?
Yeah.
Oh, that's easy. You were there.
Coaching?
Yeah.
How
Coaching
for you
basketball.
coaching?
Friday night. Because I'm just going to say it. Officials are idiots.
Yeah, they're
Like-
pretty bad.
Like really yelled at somebody, or like
Yeah.
kids are just being their normal.
We had to raise your voice and yell.
Well, I have to yell all
Yeah.
the time when I coach too, though, because it's loud and people don't pay attention. And so I have to like scream at my players, and sometimes it comes off really mean. But I don't really yell at them like when I'm mad. It's just like, hey, just do
Yeah.
better. Like, you know what you need to do. But sometimes officials are dumb enough that I raise my voice.
Yeah, I mean, I yell at my kids. I mean, I probably did last week, probably this week.
If they were
When
my
they're not
kids,
doing
I'd
their-
yell at them too, Greg.
When they're not doing their chores
Yeah.
and they just want to play video games. I think, yeah,
You know, Greg,
I don't.
I think the
What?
real question is, when's the last time Caleb yelled at someone?
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I want to know.
Ever.
Nah.
I can't yell.
I
I really can't yell. I don't have a voice doesn't get much louder.
Yeah, I
You've
can't picture
never
you.
yelled at anyone?
I don't think I have. I've got pissed and mad at people,
Uh-huh.
but I don't think I've ever yelled at anybody.
Well,
I-
yeah,
I
I
see,
my
that's.
hands do the talking.
I don't really get
your
pissed and
hands-
yell like that at
let your
people.
hands do the talking.
I think it's only happened like 4 or 5 times where I've actually like gotten super pissed and was cussing at people. It don't happen very often, but when it does, I blow up big time. It's
So-
like I'm really good for a long time, and then I snap, and then it's
I saw,
it's like at the expense of my own body. So
I saw
It's-
Caleb do that one time, but he didn't yell. He just
Bloodlust.
put the guy in a chokehold until he turned blue.
I don't yell.
Well, actually, if you guys want to know, my most epic yelling session was at a drunk guy in a casino in Vegas. So
Hitting on mom.
yeah, so this guy was following my mom around, and I'm just browsing around, looking around, just checking it out. I think it was the Venetian. Actually, I know it was the Venetian. And my mom comes over to me, and she's like, got this weird look on her face, and I can tell she's genuinely scared. And I'm like, what's wrong with you? I mean, it's the Venetian. There's a lot of people there, right? Like, it's not much to be scared of. Plus, a lot of security, lots of cameras, things like that. And she's like, there's this guy, and he won't leave me alone. And I was like, okay, Mom, like brushing it off. And I was like, what's he doing? And she's like, he's trying to kiss me. And I got mad. And then that dummy decided to walk over to where I was standing. And I put my hands on him and I told him to back up. And he kind of did. And he was drunk. Not an excuse, though. I mean, you want to act like a fool to me because you're drunk, that's cool. But you want to do it to my mom? Not so cool. And he leaned in to try to kiss her again. And
Security got called.
security got involved. Yeah, let's just put it there.
Yeah.
Let's just leave it there. It was bad. It was real bad. And my mom got really scared because she'd never seen me like that before. But it was like, there was, the full fight or flight. There was no flight involved. It was, you're not going to mess with my mom. And luckily they had the whole thing on camera and they escorted him off the property and apologized to me. Even though, yeah, we'll leave it there. I just,
Like, Devon, get a table.
I wasn't very, let's
Yeah.
just say I wasn't very happy with the way that the guy was treating my mother, and he knew it. And the glass at the high limit area is way thicker than you would think it is.
Okay.
It doesn't break easy.
Question 2. All right, question 2. What's the coolest animal you've seen in the wild?
Coolest animal in the wild.
Maybe a moose.
That's what I was going to say, too. Yeah, out in
Really?
Colorado, I saw a mama moose.
I don't think I've ever seen a
Huge.
moose in the wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw we were on a lake in Canada, and it was on the bank, and it swam across the water right in front of our boat.
Yeah.
It was
Giant.
huge.
Yeah.
Oh gosh,
They're huge.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think
Like,
people
was-
realize how big they are.
It was a little boat, like a 16-foot John boat. I was like, that thing's huge.
You
It
have to change
could
your pants.
kill us. I mean, I was a little nervous,
Yeah.
but it was in the water, so I was like, what could it do? Right?
Whatever it wants.
Right?
I've seen a black bear and
Ooh.
a bunch of elk, but I think the
Seen a
moose
bear.
kind of caught me off guard because how big it is. They're huge.
Those are, yeah, you think a bear's big. That thing's humongo.
I don't
Yeah.
think I've ever seen a bear or a moose in the wild. I
I've
think
seen a bear in Canada, and I seen one down at Bennett Springs last year
Really?
for the first time ever.
is that Missouri or Arkansas?
Missouri.
Yeah, they're coming further north, they say, or south.
I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't seen it.
Can you guys hear the train?
Yeah, I was
I
wondering
do.
which one of us had the train.
It was me because we can't get away from the train. Apparently, it's just going to follow us everywhere we go. What we
My train
changed?
doesn't come through until 3 in the morning.
That's
That's
perfect.
fun.
Yeah. Well, I'll be living in that same town in about 6 weeks. It looks like, so I'll have that to look forward to. I would say honestly, Caleb, this is a weird answer, but come across a couple giant snapping turtles before, and those things are unique.
The alligator snappers?
Yeah, like they're not like anything else.
Like dinosaurs.
Yeah,
almost.
and I mean they.
Did you
they're
pet it?
No.
He's like, yeah, I'm missing a finger.
Yeah.
Let's just say I reached out and touched it, but not with my hand.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, wow.
But
impressed.
they have like moss growing on them, and they actually are very, very good hunters. And I've actually went and saw some videos of them afterwards. They actually have this thing in their mouth that it looks like it's like
Worm or
a
something.
worm, and fish will come in and then they eat them. I've seen them decimate the fish supply in small ponds, and also have been swimming in a pond before when one of their heads popped up right next to me, and that wasn't cool. So
Oh,
Walked on water.
I bet not.
yeah, Caleb and I both about walked on water getting out of that pond. So
Oh gosh.
yeah, and I couldn't imagine what that would feel like if that thing clamped down on your foot. Like it's probably just
Take the
gonna
tail off.
easy.
Did
Depending
you make
on
the
where-
Turtle Man noise?
Make a what?
That Turtle Man. You seen Turtle Man
No.
or haven't? Caleb, you have, haven't you?
Turtle Man?
Yeah. Where he's like,
Um,
you haven't seen that? You
Are you talking
have.
about the movie Master of Disguise?
No. Okay, you have
Okay.
to see it on YouTube.
That's what I was thinking of.
I'll send you guys a link.
Yeah, send us
Okay.
a link. We'll put it in
Yeah.
the video description so everybody else can see Turtle Man.
Turtle Man. Yeah.
When you said that, the first thing that popped in my head was Master of Disguise.
Master of Disguise. No. This is like Redneck Turtle Man.
Master of Disguise, is that
Okay.
the Dana Carvey movie?
Yeah,
Yes.
I've
it's
not
yeah,
seen
it's
that
heart attack,
forever.
Heart surgery. or
I'm gonna
whatever,
be
yeah.
a Master
Mhm.
of Disguise.
All right,
Turtle
my last
Club.
question. Next week starts the playoffs. Who's going to be in the Super Bowl? What's your prediction?
I don't have a prediction.
Is it going to be the Chiefs?
I
I don't think so.
No.
I hope so, but I don't think so.
Let's decide this. Who's coming out of the NFC? Because I think
Or
it's
conspiracy theory, if you want to go with the logo, it would show that it's the 49ers and the Baltimore Ravens in the Super Bowl.
I'll go with that. A conspiracy. It's always pre-planned.
It's the last 5, I think. The color scheme was actually the teams that made it to the Super Bowl.
so I
They
think the
changed
Niners
this one a couple months ago.
are probably going to go, but I do think it'll be Niners and Cowboys in the NFC Championship game. And then AFC, man, I don't know. Lamar always seems to choke for the Ravens. He's had been the number 1 seed before and lost in the first game. But who's gonna beat him? That's what I don't know.
Buffalo.
I don't
Maybe.
think so. I don't think they will, and I don't think Miami's going to now that Chubb's out.
Tyreek Hill's in a walking boot.
Yeah, and his house just caught on fire.
He was in a walking boot, so I don't know how injured he is.
I guess I wouldn't be shocked if the Chiefs somehow pulled it off, but the only way that's going to happen is they quit dropping passes. Who's the second seed in the AFC?
It's going to be Miami or Buffalo, depends
Oh,
on who
yeah.
wins tonight.
Yeah, and if we either going to play Miami or Pittsburgh, and I don't think Pittsburgh can make it. I don't think the Browns will make
Lost
it.
hurt. Yeah. We might make. I can see the Chiefs make the championship game, the
Me
AFC
too.
championship game, but I don't know if they're going to win.
Well, if we win and Buffalo wins, we'd have to play at Buffalo in the second round. I don't really like our chances there. Kind of like Dan with DFS Mafia was telling us early on when we did our
That'd be a
little
good
preview.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling maybe the seeds will play out this year. Maybe it will be the Niners and the Ravens. The Ravens just seem to be more complete than they've been any other time. Usually they get the number one seed, or they did because their division was so weak. But this year, there's at least 3 teams going out of that division. So I'll pick the Ravens and Niners.
Yeah,
I agree.
I would go with that too.
Okay.
That's what the logo says. So,
That's
but they go with the logo.
unanimous.
That doesn't happen very often.
You got
No, I was gonna
Holly's
say.
since Holly's not here, do you guys have a question? One of you guys have a question, or are we just going to go on to Greg's?
I have a question for Greg.
Yeah.
Why are you the way that you are?
That's for Neil.
Yeah,
let's
that
get
was an old.
Let me. I have to get my mama on here. Hold on.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
Let me dial her up real
Special
quick.
guest.
I'm having
Oh,
internet
Greg.
problems, Greg.
Yeah. Oh. Are you sure I'm human?
I'm Caleb. Please like and subscribe.